Hello friends, how are you? Hope you're well. And just like that, the sun comes out. Yeah, the sun is out. It is cold here. It is very cold here, in fact. We're due to get frost tonight, which is not good. The sun is out for a while. It has been raining, so it's like not exactly a spring morning, or spring afternoon, I should say. But I thought I would come and do a video for you about cosy things that you can do in the spring. Coziness can be at any time. It does not have to be for autumn and winter. It can be for spring, summer, any season. And why do we relegate coziness to the cold months? There are things that you can do that are cozy in your own home or in your own town, etc., that hopefully will not cost a lot of money. I've tried to make sure that the ideas I've come up with in this list are things that you can do in your own house, or don't cost a lot of money, or you don't have to travel far for them. I've tried to everybody, with the way the world finances and situation is, majority of people are trying very hard to hold on to their pennies and not spend a lot of money. I'm definitely one of them. If I do buy anything, it's like something that I know will last me for years. And I've got an idea that I put here I'm actually doing with a friend at the end of this month, so that's very good. I will explain that as I get to it. But I don't know how long this is going to take, but if you want to, why not grab yourself a nice warm cuppa and just come and listen to these ideas and see if you agree with them, if you think they're good, and if there are any others that you think I need to add on. So, shall we begin? Yeah, let's go for it. So the first one is change your bed linen to lighter coloured fabrics and colours, or even a lighter fabric. At the moment, I have brushed cotton on my bed linen because it is still so cold. But when the time comes, I will take that off and it'll be cotton that'll go on. I have put on to my bed, I've taken off my big heavy blanket, and I've put on a quilt, a patchwork quilt that I made. So I've done that. I will also change out my cushion covers, just to add a wee bit more lightness to the room. So that's always a nice thing to do, to sort of get some lighter fabrics to put on your bed. It's still lovely. You can still put your hot water bottle in. You can still have your electric blanket on, because I use my electric blanket all year round. Okay? Just because you're putting lighter fabrics on doesn't mean you can't still use your blanket or your hot water bottle, or put a cozy blanket over the top. You don't have to go, and just do that. It can be that you've changed that because you want a nicer, like a cooler look to the room. In some ways, not cooler, but a lighter look to the room. But it doesn't mean you have to stop the coziness. Next one is go on to Pinterest and choose some spring photos that appeal to you, that you really like. Then save them, download them, and then print them off onto paper on your computer, and just put them into frames. I haven't done mine yet. I still got to choose my spring pictures, but that's what I do. I have 4 frames in my bedroom, and every season I change them up. It is free. Doesn't cost very much. Because I've already got the frames, all I need to do is print. Yes, ink can be expensive, but it's just once a season. And you don't have to stick them in one room. You could have them around the house. And it just helps change, the mood a wee bit, which is really, really nice. Next one is, if you can, go thrifting and choose yourself a new shirt or a top or a sweater for spring. I'm doing this with a friend. My friend is coming for the weekend at the end of this month, it's really to celebrate Christmas because she was away for Christmas, but she's coming and we're going to do Christmas stuff. We're going to have Christmas tree out. One of the small Christmas trees is going to be up, and we're going to have a few Christmassy things around the house. But what we're going to do is we're going to go thrift shopping in the town where I live, and I'm going to give her £5, and I think she's going to give me £5, and we're going to buy each other something that we think each other will like, whether it be clothing or whatever. But I plan to buy her something for her to wear during the spring-summer season. Why not do that with some friends? A group of friends get together and go and do that. It could be so much fun. Next one. Make some new bookmarks for spring. Either draw them and colour them in yourself. Excuse me, friends. Oh, I'm yawning really badly today. So as I say, make yourself some bookmarks. Draw them and colour them in yourself. Or use Pinterest to find photos that appeal. And then if you upload them onto Canva, Canva is free. Yes, there is a part that you pay if you want premium. But there is a part of it that's free. And they have a 2x6 inch bookmark. You can upload your photograph onto that bookmark, download it, print it off. And then it's up to you whether you want to print it onto card, onto paper. You then have the choice. Or do you want to, if you have a laminator, you can laminate it. I have a laminator. I laminate all my bookmarks because it makes them last a bit longer. But it's just fun to open a book and have a springtime bookmark picture. It's just something really, really nice. Next one. Shop your bookshelves and choose books that you want to read this spring. Then place them close to your reading place so they are easily seen and accessible. I haven't done this yet, but I will be doing so. And I will probably put them up on the top shelf of my bookshelf here. It doesn't matter if you've read them before. If it's a book that you love and you want to reread, put it up there. And then it's there, you see it. If you have a place, if you have a chair that you sit in your living room, or if you have a reading nook or reading library, just have a table there that you can put books on that you really want to read this spring. I think it's a great way to find new books or find books that you've maybe forgotten you've loved and that you want to read again. So it's a great way of reading, but maybe not costing you that amount. No money, because you've already got the books. Next one. If you have a light coloured sweater that you no longer wear, why not make it into a cushion cover? There are plenty of how-to videos on YouTube, which are free. Just follow the instructions. They are really fun to watch, and you think, oh, I could do that. Again, it's something new, but you're using stuff that you already have, which is great. And you can do that for every season, which is just so much fun. Next one. Find some new recipes you want to try and make them. My cousin Sonia, from Sonia with an I will leave a link to her channel down below. She sent me a recipe for a blueberry buckle. Now, I made the blueberry buckle. It's delicious, absolutely delicious. But I'm going to make it again this spring, and I'm probably going to maybe, instead of doing blueberries, I might do strawberries with lime. You can change recipes to suit yourself. Pinterest, I have to say, is a great place for recipes. I fall down rabbit holes on there, but it's just so good. And it's just fun to find something new and think, oh, I quite fancy trying that. And you just never know, you might find one of your new most favourite dishes. Next one. Invite friends over for a baking afternoon and have an afternoon tea afterwards. You could lay the table with a nice tablecloth, have some flowers from the garden, and you put them in a vase or a jar, and if you've got cups and plates that you really like, use them. They don't have to match. It can be mix matched, which is great. Mix and match is wonderful, and it looks so nice. If you don't have a tablecloth, if there's a piece of fabric you like that you have somewhere in your house, use that. an old sheet. It's great. It doesn't have to be fancy. But it's just sometimes nice to do something like that. You could even say to your friends, okay, bring your favourite cookie recipe. I'll say bring my favourite cupcake recipe. Another friend brings her favourite cake recipe. And it means that you have different things to be eating during your afternoon tea. And it's just a fun way for friends to get together and spend some time together. How about creating a space in your home where you can do a hobby you either already do or want to do? Make it your own in a way that appeals to you. So, is there a wee nook in the house, a wee corner in the house, where you could maybe put a table and a chair, and you could put a cosy blanket, like I've done, over the chair? You can have, you can leave your craft things out. You don't have to put them away. That means if it's seen, then you're maybe more likely to go and do it. I'm not saying that it has to be a mess. You can have it neatly tidied. If you've got a nice box or a box that you're not using, you can maybe repurpose it. Use it for keeping your craft supplies in. And then, although the nook's there ready for you, it is tidy because you have things put away in boxes or whatever. It then appeals to you, even if you wanted to put some pictures up on the wall beside it, or if there's a shelf there, put some pictures on the shelf to sort of just make it more inviting. It's just an idea. How about going for a picnic with your husband, wife, partner, best friend, mum or dad in a local park or at a local beach? You could make sandwiches, you can have cakes, you can make cookies, do things like that. If you're not very good on the baking side, then go to your local grocery store and just find things. Sometimes they do these deals like, buy 2 or buy 3 for the cost of 2 things. But just go and see what they have, and it doesn't have to be an extortionate thing. It could be as simple as if you have homemade soup, heat it up, put it in a thermos. Most people have bread and butter, and if you've got some cheese or if you've got peanut butter and jam, make it PB&J jelly, sandwich. It could be just that, but just going and eating and drink, having something to eat and drink out with the house can be so much fun, and it doesn't have to cost a lot of money. Next one, go for a walk either in a park or at the beach and collect treasure to bring home and display. So beaches, what are you going to find? What you can find? Find shells, you can find pebbles, sea glass. Things like that are really nice to come and put them on a windowsill, or if you've got a nice jar, you could put them in a jar, and if it's sea glass, it will have different, as the sun comes through it, if you put it in a sunny place, as the sun comes through it, it will reflect the colours. And it's just something different. You could put shells in if you've got a windowsill in your bathroom. You could put your shells up there. So it's just something, just little things where you can put them around the house that you're like, oh, I remember when I picked that up, which is so nice. It's adding decor to your home, but it's not costing you anything. Next one, this is the one I'm doing with my friend. Invite a friend to go thrifting with you. How about you exchange £5, $5, and they use that money to buy you something such as a new shirt, top, something for your home, and you do the same for them. Thrifting is something I want to do more. And it's a way of you doing it with a friend who knows you well, who knows what you like, and you just never know what they're going to buy you. What treasure are you going to come home with because they've bought it for you? It's something you wouldn't have thought of buying for yourself. And it's a fun activity. It could take up part of a morning. It could take up part of an afternoon. If you wanted to, you could splurge a wee bit. And you could maybe go to a coffee shop and have a cuppa at the same time. And if you're in that coffee shop, why not try out one of the spring flavours? I know that lavender is being very prevalent at the moment, so try a lavender cuppa. Why not? It's just a nice way to get out and to spend some time together. Next one, as the weather gets warmer, try spending 5 to 10 minutes outside every day. You can go for a wee walk, sit and enjoy the feel of the sun in your skin, or just breathe and let the warmth relax you. I have to say, I'm looking forward to when it gets warmer and the sun is hitting our front patio, and I can go out there and sit for 5-10 minutes and just read, because that will be, for me, just bliss. I enjoy doing that. I might not read, I might just sit and let the sun, as I say, the sun warm me, but it's something I'm looking forward to, and it'll get me outside for a while, which would be really good. So if you have continuation with that, if you have a favourite place, if you can go there, take a blanket, some sandwiches and a thermos of tea or coffee, and your book of choice. Settle on the blanket and read. If you don't want to read, you can lie back and watch the sky, or if you take a pad of paper with you, you can sketch whatever is catching your eye. So again, free activities. Free things that you can do that everybody's got paper and pencil in the house. Majority of us have books because we're book people anyway. We all have blankets. And watching the sky is, again, it's so much fun to sit and watch clouds. See what shapes they make. Do they make animal shapes? Do they make shapes? Make up stories of the clouds as they go. It's just a nice way to spend time. And again, you're outside, you're getting some sun, you're getting some fresh air, which is good for you. If you have a blank notepad, use it to memory keep the season. Take photos on your phone, print them off and stick them in. Put quotes from books you're reading, add notes of what you've seen and done. Maybe make a spring bucket list and memory keep doing the items on that list. I think this is a great idea. I have plenty of blank notebooks, and it's something I might think of doing, memory keeping April through to maybe June, and just sort of seeing the things I do, the books I read, although I have my reading journal, but it might still be quite nice to have a separate thing that I'm journaling that as well, and just come up with some activities that you want to do, and even make yourself, I know cousin Sonia, when she did her sort of spring ideas, make a spring bingo board of various activities and things, and you think, let's see if you can get a bingo. It's, it just adds some fun, even more fun to doing some spring things. I might make a bingo, I don't know. I have a bingo board, I don't know, I haven't thought about that, but it's a great idea. How about going to your library, take out some books that you want to read. If you're unable to go to your library, and you have access to the Libby app, choose some books or magazines from there that you want to read. I have the Libby app. I've got one book on hold, but I also have a number of magazines that I like to read, and I will spend time just reading them. I did go to our library yesterday, and I picked up a book. I started it yesterday afternoon. I've read one chapter of it, and I'm enjoying it, and that is just really nice to do. I haven't been for a good wander around my library yet, but I want to do that, because I think if we don't use our libraries in many ways, we're going to lose them, and I think that'd be a tragic thing to happen. If you like music, or even if you don't, music is a great uplifter. So make a spring music playlist in Spotify if you have it. Spotify, you don't have to pay for it. There is free Spotify. Yes, you have to put up with the ads, but hey, that's fine. I can deal with that. But make yourself a spring playlist. I haven't done that yet. It's something I'm thinking about doing, and I will peruse my already made up playlists, and maybe pick from there and go, yep, this is what I want in my spring playlist. And I just think it'd be great. It means you could put it on when you're doing something, and you have this really nice playlist going in the background. How about finding a new show to watch in the evenings? Maybe something completely different to what you have been watching. So, I don't know about what it's like where you live, but over here in the UK, we tend to get a lot of, shall we say, mysteries, thrillers, etc. And it's just like, you want something different. So, it's maybe fun to try and find a new series to watch. I haven't done so yet, but I might. Although, I have to say, I'm not a big TV person. I would prefer to read. But that's just me. But I'm just giving you guys some other ideas. How about making your own writing paper or cards and sending them to friends? Again, either draw and paint your own, draw and colour. On Pinterest, there are loads of lovely free downloadable adult colouring pages. There's also if you go on to somewhere like Canva, you can make your own writing paper using pictures from other places, and it's just a nice thing to do. And if you match the writing paper and the envelope, it's gorgeous. It's really, really nice. And who doesn't love receiving a letter from a friend through the post? I have to say, I love when I get my pen pal letters, because I just spend time sitting on the sofa and just enjoy reading all my friends' news. It's great. I know a lot of people think, I've got to make big changes in springtime, but you don't have to. If, there are folk like, I need a new chair or whatever. No, it may be that you do need a new chair, fine. But how about changing the way your furniture is in a room just to give it a different feel? All you have to, maybe swap your sofa and chairs round. Maybe put a table that was at the left-hand side on the right-hand side. Just to give it a little difference. And you're like, that looks good. Next one, put away your heavier throw blankets and bring out your lighter ones. Or if you don't have a lighter throw blanket, try to find one in a thrift shop or make one. Maybe you've got light coloured wool in the house. Not enough for one project, but maybe if you combine all your lighter wool, you could either knit or crochet a small blanket that you could just have over yourself or on your bed or in a chair. It just adds a wee bit of still coziness, but it's in a lighter colour. It's not as heavy as the winter ones. Another one, change the home screen and the lock screen on your phone into something for spring. I've done it for this. I actually do it for my laptop, my computer, and my tablet. They all have. I change my screens out seasonally, and it's great. It's lovely. It's just something new, something different. I use Pinterest. Yes, I'm sure. Pinterest for me is my friend, and I just download them and use them, and it's great. How about making a spring mood board? You can either use Pinterest or other pictures you find from Google. You can print them out, stick them onto some card, and place it either in a frame that you already have, or just prop it up somewhere that you'll see it. So just something that gives you spring vibes. That you're like, ooh, I like that. It could be something like a cup and saucer with steaming tea on it, but there could be flowers beside it. It could be on a windowsill with a really nice spring view or the sun coming through. Whatever springs spring to you and it appeals to you, it will just brighten, it'll just give you some, oh yeah, I like that. Maybe I could do that. Maybe it might spark some other ideas. How about finding a new spring fruit tea you would like to make? I would like fruit teas. Only problem is that a lot of the tea bags that you get have hibiscus in them, and I hate the taste of hibiscus. It's horrible. But I have found some like blackberry teas, some lemon teas, some orange teas, some raspberry teas on that good old Pinterest, and they give you the recipe. And I'm thinking, you know what, I might make that for myself because it sounds so nice and fresh, and yep, definitely something that I'll be thinking about. How about having a nice soak in a bath, but use fresher smelling bubbles? Make your own bath bombs. If you don't have a bath but have a shower, you can make some shower melts. You can get recipes for those things on Pinterest, on Google. You just type in how to make a bath bomb and you will get videos. How to make a shower melt, you'll get videos, you'll get recipes, everything. And it's a great thing to do because you get a really nice smell, but you know, it's just a fun way to bring a difference to your cleansing routine. There we go. Your bath time, your shower time. And it should hopefully leave you feeling very, very nice. So, there we go. Why not get some herb seeds or a herb plant from the grocery store and grow it in your windowsill? Herb plants in the grocery stores are not that expensive. And you have loads and loads of them. If you keep them well, they will keep you going and going and going. Herb seeds, you can get little, what are they called? Microgreens. And you can grow them as well. And they're about yay big. But you can put them in salads, you can put them in soups, you can put everything. And it's lovely just to see them starting to grow. And they can be used, and I'm sure you'll find lots of different ways to use things like that. Next one. If you have a garden, spend time planning what you wish to grow this summer and into the spring and into the summer. Why not choose a plant or vegetable that you've wanted to try growing, but you haven't, and give it a go this year. Dad and I have been discussing what we're going to be doing. And we're going to bring our little greenhouse out the middle of April and get it all set up. And I know that tomatoes are going in there. Microgreens are going in there of basil and coriander. We're going to use one other, I think it possibly be pepper, is going to be planted in there. And we have, on the outside of it, there are 2 pockets for soil to try and keep it upright, because it's like a plasticky one. But in that, we're going to grow nasturtiums that we can put into our salads and stuff. So you can do something like that. You don't have to have a greenhouse. A windowsill that gets some sun, etc. Or even if you've got a balcony that gets sun in there. You just need a pot. So that's another idea. One that's just come into my head that wasn't on my list. Find a jigsaw. Again, thrift stores and also libraries. Libraries, you can borrow jigsaws, which is great. I mean, our local library had a number yesterday. I was like, oh, I like that one. But also, if you have a tablet or even your laptop, there is a jigsaw puzzle app called Magic Jigsaw Puzzles. Yes, it is free. You will have to watch adverts every now and again, but that's fine. And what happens is they give you 2 daily jigsaws, but then there are like 3 packs of jigsaws. You then, as you do your jigsaws, you can do them as a 35s, 70s, 140s, 280s, and I think there's one above that. You end up, they give you coins for doing them, and you can use those coins to buy other jigsaw packs. I do the jigsaws. Mum does the jigsaws. My other half does the jigsaws. Dad does them occasionally, but they're great. They're fun to do, and they are seasonal, which is even better. So, why not? Well, friends, I think that's all I've come up with. I hope that you've enjoyed some of my cozy ideas, and the fact that, as I say, coziness is not an autumn and winter thing, it's a year-round thing. You just have to decide for yourself what you want to have as cozy. I may put together a cozy book list and do a video about that. I haven't quite... I've got other ideas in my head at the moment for other things. But I hope that you've enjoyed this video. Please come chat with me down in the comments. Are there any of these ideas that you're like, oh yeah, I'd really like to do that? Have you got any other ideas? Let's chat about other ideas in the comments. That would be brilliant. So everybody is like giving us ideas of other things we can do, because I think that'd be so much fun. But what have you got any spring plans? I would love to know. But on your way down to chat with me in the comments, if you would like to, please hit that subscription bell or button and the notification bell. It just tells you when I'm putting out new videos, helps my channel grow. If you've enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up. I would love that. But until my next video, friends, stay safe, happy spring, and happy reading. Bye!